By the power of... Oh wait, same time period, but this is something else. Welcome back to Tabletop Goodness, and to a blast from the 80s past. It's been a while since I actually played that game, but I recently managed to get my hands on it. Slightly battered, maybe, but still gloriously huge and insanely obscure. This is Fireball Island by Chuck Kennedy and Bruce Lund, released by Milton Bradley around 1986-ish. And I just can't help to think of Castle Grayskull every time I look at Vul-Kar, the fireball-breathing tiki idol, in the middle of the gigantic extruded plastic board, but the whole aesthetic resembles the world of Jumanji more than anything else. You know, this was one of those fantastic attempts in the 80s to create a one-of-a-kind type of game, and they surely succeeded in doing so. It's huge, the rules are flawed, it's impossible to sensibly store anywhere, and it takes up half of your table. Well, jokes aside, it really is a lot of fun. So much fun, actually, that Restoration Games re-released it in 2018 as part of a $2.5 million Kickstarter, netting them a few awards, mainly Origins Awards Best Family Game nominee and a few Golden Geeks. But I digress. Let's see how the original plays. Well, you got those little bridges that need setting up, as well as 4 amulets that need to be placed on their so-called treasure slabs. There are 5 fireball marbles, as well as 48 cards. And the sought-after jewel. Wait, why exactly is the jewel so sought after? Actually, I don't know. And the instructions don't tell you either, so I guess it's just because why would you not want a jewel that's guarded by a fireball-breathing tiki idol? Oh, and let's not forget setting up the fireball marbles. 1 card each, and we're good to go. The goal of the game now is to obtain said jewel, and with it in hand, reach the safety of the little dingy on the side of the game board. Now, every turn sees you rolling a die. On a 2 to 6, you'll move that many fields forward, but on a 1, you anger the idol, and it will start shooting fireballs at you. There are also those amulets here, whose deeper meaning has been lost to time and space as well, but they can be used to ward off evil spirits, and by warding off evil spirits, I mean exchanging them for an additional hand card. Some of the cards are useful and let you do things like take another turn, move one of your opponents, but maybe most importantly, activate fireballs! You see, there's a very strong fireball theme here. If you manage to get to the top, you get to take the jewel and put it into your amulet, which then again acts as a charm to protect you from some cards. Afterwards, you get to activate more, wait for it, fireballs. I think we need to talk about them in a bit more detail. The idea is that an activated fireball hits at least one of your opponents. If one of the players gets hit, they need to go to a specific zone on the board, depending on where they were standing before. If the player hit happened to have carried the jewel, it will be dropped next to that spot. Also, if you ever happen to just, pass a player that carries the jewel, you immediately steal it in passing. It does seem like the jewel is never well pocketed. If a player manages to make it to the promised safety of the little dingy with the jewel in hand, they win. And yeah, that's actually mostly it for rules. The fun of the game is in the, oftentimes random interactions of the fireballs not being able to hit any opponents or accidentally targeting yourself. It also helps to have the map in the manual ready, as some rules refer to specific places on the island and detail specific spots that you need to go to after being hit by a fireball. The newer version of the game changes quite a few things, like turning the dingy, for example, into a helicopter. And there are lots of fan-written rules and modifications out there, but still, the original version has something really unique going for it. Maybe it's just, nostalgia or the perceived randomness of the game, but it does paint a picture of a time where one could do more with imagination than super strict and overly detailed rules. Flawed? Yes. Fun? Nonetheless. And with that, see you again soon on Tabletop Goodness.